Welcome back to Anfield Wire, your trusted source for the latest Liverpool transfer news, breaking updates, and major developments surrounding the club. From Bradley Barcola and Diomande to Trent Alexander-Arnold and Steven Gerrard, we're covering the biggest stories making headlines today. If you want reliable, up-to-date Liverpool news without missing the key details, subscribe to Anfield Wire, turn on notifications, and stay connected with every major update. Let's get straight into today's Liverpool news. Bradley Barcola could slip to 9th in PSG's pecking order as another transfer arrives. Paris Saint-Germain is on the verge of signing yet more forwards this summer, which could push Bradley Barcola closer to a move to Liverpool. As he drops further down the pecking order, Bradley Barcola may have just edged even closer to the exit door at Paris Saint-Germain, with yet another new signing threatening to push him further down the pecking order with the European champions. Liverpool remains in hot pursuit of the 23-year-old as it looks to secure a new winger, having still not found a replacement for Mohamed Salah. Barcola has become the primary target after Diomande turned down a move to Anfield before joining Real Madrid. Although reports have suggested that Barcola is more receptive to a move to the Reds, there is still a long way to go before Liverpool fans can start getting excited. The club's valuation is still a long way off that of PSG, which is said to be looking for around $196 million, a figure that Liverpool will not reach. Talks are ongoing, though, and there is more evidence to suggest that PSG is preparing for Barcola's exit. The League One title holders have already signed Magnez Akliouche this summer and look set to add more forward options soon. According to Fabrizio Romano, PSG has now reached a verbal agreement with Ajax for the signing of Mika Götze. The deal is worth $64 million, Euro 55 metres in total, and considering Götze is a left winger, that would put him in direct competition with Barcola for a spot in Luis Enrique's side. Barcola already found himself playing second fiddle to Kvicha Kvaratskhelia, Desire Doe and Ousmane Dembele, with the trio making up PSG's first-choice attack. Akliouche and Götze may well push him further down the order, especially with the French international seemingly angling for a move. And PSG look to have another forward on the way, with a deal also agreed with Barcelona for World Cup final goalscorer Ferran Torres. Beyond all those names, Enrique also has Ibrahim Mbaye, although the Senegal international does look likely to be on the move this summer, and Quentin Njantou at his disposal. Although Barcola would be expected to feature ahead of both of them, previous reports have indicated the PSG boss only wants players committed to his team. Indeed, neither Barcola nor Mbaye featured in the UEFA Super Cup win over Aston Villa earlier this week, with the former's interactions with PSG sporting director Luis Campos catching the attention of plenty of Liverpool fans. What's more, the club's president Nasser Al-Khelaifi went on to confirm that talks are taking place with Liverpool, although he wouldn't confirm whether Barcola would be leaving for Anfield. "We're working quietly, we don't talk about it too much. We do it," Al-Khelaifi told Canal Pew. "All the players are important to us. I can't say today whether he's going to leave or not." Liverpool sent Trent Alexander-Arnold transfer instruction after damning Real Madrid verdict. Liverpool has been urged to re-sign Trent Alexander-Arnold by some pundits, but one former Red disagrees and feels the club should steer clear of a return for its former vice-captain. Liverpool has been warned that Trent Alexander-Arnold is not the same player he was when it let him go last year, as the Reds' former vice-captain's future comes under question. Doubts have been raised about Alexander-Arnold's position at Real Madrid just over a year after he made the move to the Bernabeu. The 27-year-old endured an injury-hit first season in the Spanish capital while going in and out of the team when he was fit, resulting in him making just 30 appearances across all competitions, including only 14 starts in La Liga. Heading into his second season with the club, his place in the side looks far from assured under returning manager Jose Mourinho. Real has already signed Denzel Dumfries as another option at right-back, and Alexander-Arnold has been told he isn't guaranteed to start for Los Blancos in the new season. Questions over his future have led some pundits to urge Liverpool to re-sign its former star. The Reds struggled last season with the academy graduate, with some even pinning Arne Slot's side's struggles on the departure of Alexander-Arnold. Under new head coach Andoni Iraola, Liverpool does have concerns at right-back, with Conor Bradley still expected to be out for another few months with a knee injury, although Ronald Araujo has come in as cover from Barcelona. In any case, former Reds defender Glenn Johnson doesn't feel Liverpool should be going back in for Alexander-Arnold, even if he becomes available. I can't imagine they'd be too happy with it, to be honest, especially if Liverpool had to pay a fee for a local lad who left the club for free 12 months ago. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure the fans would warm back up to him after a while, but I don't think he's the same player as he was at Liverpool a year or two ago. He's been a shadow of himself on the pitch since he left Liverpool, and if he'd been great, Real Madrid wouldn't be letting him go. I wouldn't re-sign him if I was making the decisions at Liverpool. Yan Diomande's agent shares what he told him after snubbing Liverpool transfer. Yan Diomande's agent has spoken about his client's decision to move to Real Madrid. With the winger having been the subject of an offer from Liverpool earlier in the summer, Yan Diomande's agent has spoken out about his client's move to Real Madrid and why the teenager chose the Spanish giant after turning down Liverpool. Diomande had been the Reds' primary target earlier in the window as they looked to secure a replacement for Mohamed Salah, a search that is still ongoing. Liverpool made it clear to RB Leipzig that it was willing to do a deal for around $115 million, euro 100 meters, although that was rejected by the German club. Before the Anfield club could make a second offer, Diomande himself seemingly ruled himself out of a move to Merseyside. It was widely reported that the 19-year-old favoured a move to Paris Saint-Germain instead, leading Liverpool to turn to other targets, with Bradley Barcola becoming the priority. Diomande, though, didn't end up moving to the French capital, with Real winning the race for his signature after wrapping up a deal worth up to $162 million, euro 100 million, having also had a previous bid turned down for around the same amount as Liverpool's offer. Discussing the move with Sportsboom, Diomande's agent Nathan Campbell from Rock Nation Sports said, "This monumental move to Real Madrid is a testament to Jan's incredible work ethic, and we couldn't be prouder to play a part in facilitating the largest transfer for an African player in football history." Rock Nation Sports co-founder Michael Yormark also lifted the lid on what Diomande told his agent when Real's interest became apparent, with the teenager deciding he wanted the move to the Bernabeu. "Nathan sat down with Jan and they spoke about his dreams and aspirations," Yormark said. "Jan said, 'I want to be the best player in the world. I want to win a Ballon d'Or, and I want to win trophies. My biggest was always to play for Real Madrid.' We had to put together the right blueprint to achieve his dream. We put together a team around the young player. This is a big moment for all of us as well. We took a young man with ambition and made it a reality." Yormark added, "I started this company almost 7 years ago. Our goal was to represent and produce quality players around the world. We want to be at the table with the biggest clubs around the world. It revolves around one thing, making the dream of the player come true. That's it. That's all we care about. Jan has put in the work, made sacrifices to make his dream a reality." Steven Gerrard secures job 1 week before new Premier League season. Steven Gerrard has been linked with a number of managerial vacancies since leaving Al Ettifaq last year, but the Liverpool legend has now landed a new punditry role with TNT Sports. Liverpool icon Steven Gerrard is set to spearhead TNT Sports' presentation of the Premier League and Champions League, this campaign in an expanded capacity. The Champions League winning skipper had a limited involvement last term, appearing periodically across TNT's top-flight FA Cup and elite European soccer output. Yet with Sunday's Community Shield serving as the season's opener, it signals the start of a more substantial position for Gerrard. The 46-year-old resumed his broadcasting career following his managerial stints with Rangers, Aston Villa and Saudi Pro League outfit Al Ettifaq. Gerrard will have a significant presence throughout TNT's Champions League, Premier League and FA Cup programming as both a pundit and co-commentator. The network will broadcast more than 700 fixtures, encompassing the Women's FA Cup, Serie A and the Europa League. Since departing the Middle East, the England legend has been continuously connected with vacant positions, including speculative suggestions to assume control of Liverpool temporarily during the team's difficulties under Arne Slot last campaign. This summer, he was strongly linked with the Burnley vacancy while holding discussions about returning to Rangers following Russell Martin's dismissal. Gerrard acknowledged his willingness to assist Liverpool throughout their challenging spell last term. He said, "I've got a brilliant connection with the club, I always have, and probably a stronger connection since I left. They've always been unbelievable. Any area I could help the club in, I'd always try to do it if I could. But I suppose what you want to know is, do I want to manage Liverpool at some point in my life? Of course, that'd be a dream. Would I be ready for it right now? To take it over a period of time? Probably not, but is there a possibility in the future to be beside someone those elite managers you're talking about? It depends who it is and how the conversation goes. Does he need me? What does he think I can offer? As long as I'm not sub, I'll be fine. You have to understand it before you sign up to it. What the role is. It's to support the manager, to be that assistant. I would do it for Liverpool Football Club. If I was asked and if they felt I was the right man to do it, I'd be open to it, yeah. His transition into a more prominent punditry role may well prompt questions over whether the Anfield icon will ever make his return to the technical area. His potential comeback at Rangers failed to materialise as the opportunity at Ibrox did not feel quite right. Speaking to TNT ahead of last season's Champions League final, Gerrard revealed he had been savouring his time away from the pressures and demands of soccer management. Who knows? You never shut the door. I'm enjoying the work-life balance. Coaching is tough. It's challenging, he said. I've had some real big opportunities and enjoyed a lot of it. At the moment, family time, TNT, doing bits what I do, travelling, I'm enjoying it. I'm really happy at the moment, getting a lot of time with my kids, which I've missed whilst I have been coaching. So at the moment, I would say maybe